camp?
Oh yeah.
So here we are,
Kent Beach.
May 18th. This is the official site visit. The official site visit for the Powell River crew. We got Coco Hess, Lori Madden from Modern, Scott Randolph, Troy Marshall, and Buddy Boyd, and of course myself, Jennifer Salisbury. Here we are, Gibsons Resource Recovery Center, gibsonsrecycling.ca, and it is amazingly clean. Like I was expecting like the dump that's like full of trash and seagulls everywhere. It's very clean. This is great. Look at this. This is wonderful. Very organized. Very organized.
Buddy, are you going to take us on a tour of your facility, show us your back?
Show us everything.
I'll show you. There it is. My accident. Number 5 is here. I got a couple of those.
Oh, wow, there we go. We've got clean plastic film in bags, clean rigid plastic containers. Oh, here we go. We got our glass sorting here. Hi.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Different kinds of glass. Oh, there it is. There's the glass pulverizer right there. Excellent. Refundable beverage containers drop-off area. Excellent. Oh, and there's the styrofoam recycler.
If they've got anything to drop off, that's either electronic, automotive, paints, reusable, they drop off on that side, recycling's this side, and it's really quite simple. It's a self-serve recycling facility, but it's staffed from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So we do nothing unmanned.
Yeah.
Unmanned means garbage.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're thinking unmanned, you're
And look how clean it is.
making fuel for an incinerator or somebody's landfill. Well, we sell commodities by keeping them source separated.
Yeah.
I've been at this for 35 years, so it's really simple. It's reduce your transportation, so you have a cost savings on not transporting needlessly.
Yeah.
And then by keeping everything source separated and clean, you increase the value of the commodity that you're trying to recycle.
Yeah.
So the more contaminated it is, the less revenue generated.
Yeah.
So it's really, and we've got about 13, 14 employees here now, so
Which is our
which is a real boom for our community
Contamination.
because we need jobs down here.
Yeah, of course. So who are you selling to? Is it like we were just at Urban Impact on Wednesday? So do you sell to them? Or?
We shop the commodity prices.
Yeah.
So it could be Cascade, it could be Urban, it could be whoever.
Merlin.
Yep. Merlin.
Okay.
So, but each processor in Vancouver requires a different standard, and like West Coast Plastic, they don't want film mixed in with the rigid. So it's just knowing who to take it to and not just moving it through the pipe and saying we'll take whatever we can get. Right?
Yeah.
It's really kind of taking recycling and adding it like to resource recovery.
Yeah.
And everything is a resource.
Yeah.
Everything has value. There's nothing in the waste stream we see as waste. We see it as a discard. See if we can find a home for it.
Yeah,
and one of the biggest problems most communities face, because I travel all over the province speaking about this, is there's this perceived notion like if there's no markets, we can't recycle it. And we're going, well, make your own goddamn market.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Why would you want to ship anything out of your community? Keep as much of it there. I mean, even though we have a great EPR program in British Columbia, all the computers are shipped out. Nothing can be reused. Right? So, but I'll show you our we're hoping that things are going to improve. But anyways, this is where people kind of come in and do their thing, and I'll bring you over and show you Barb's Zero Waste Store. We'll just do a loop around.
Sure.
And I brought my composter up.
Oh, excellent.
So we'll finish over there.
Okay, great.
Is storage an issue?
Like marshalling the product?
Yeah.
No, not for us.
No, so you mainly container?
We'll use container if we don't want things getting wet. That's plastic, so it's okay if it gets wet.
Okay.
But we treat everything with
store.
undercover like the paper.
Yeah.
We get a higher value if it's dry.
Yeah, of course.
The wetter it gets.
Yeah.
Right? So, and this is Barb.
Hi there.
Hi, Barb.
Bookkeeper, he keeps us afloat.
Jennifer Salisbury.
Hi, Jennifer.
Nice to meet you. Yes, you have. And this is Lori Madden.
Hi, Lori. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, you're in here.
And this is Scott Randolph.
Hi, Scott. How are you? And I won't shake your hand. Or we'll do a...
Excellent. Well, I want to take a look.
I just want to walk through.
Yeah, I do.
You guys...
So this is the reuse store.
Kind of like a thrift store idea?
give it to us for free. We believe that people have to take a responsibility when they bring things into their life, and one of the things is they've got to realize that there's a cost, right, when they don't want it. So we charge just like if they were taking it to the landfill. We have people coming right up here, right?
Everything here has been thrown away. We just...
And so we put anything that we see could possibly be usable in here. And you'll notice that there's a price tag, like shoes are 25 cents. And the reason we put a price tag is nobody values free in our society.
That's right, that's right.
And
oh, wow.
this
Look at all the clothes.
is sort of a retraining of that shopping experience. So we want people to find the piece of silver or the cut glass for a quarter or $1, right? We want them to get hooked on, hey, I can find really good stuff, right, that, you know, that is in the reuse circuit.
Aren't these the shoes that you're wearing, Lori?
Yeah, it looks pretty
Something similar.
Yeah. And also, when people start coming in here, they can see that sometimes there's shoes that have never been worn that are thrown out in the waste stream. We have things with the original price tags that come in. I think we've got a few of them. We had like all the Olympics purses and stuff that were like 30.
That everybody had.
That everybody had, yeah.
Still in the original packaging that we sold for a quarter. Right?
Wow.
So people, what we're doing is we're training people so they're making this their first stop on if they're shopping, right? And so we've got it in rough categories so people know where to find stuff, right? And it's sort of giving them that shopping experience, and sort of that shopping experience that we're losing with the big box stores is that there's someone around to communicate with, right? They can chat, and you're serving them.
They have a real tight,
okay.
Yeah.
Right? Very tight. So you guys got the gist of that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
So and then there's a third one too. Oh, there's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Find a use, and we'll
So what about something that you took in that fits in the house?
I'll try to
and what we have right now is everything goes into our glass. China,
yes, I know
mirrors,
that. Porcelain.
vases, porcelain.
I know, I've seen it all. Yeah, yeah. It's basically making glass garbage.
Yes.
Right?
And my battery's gonna die here.
No way.
So, yeah, no kidding. Well, I've got
We'll save it till you get
8
to the
minutes,
glass crusher.
but it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
So anyways, as people bring the things into these zones, this is our e-waste and hazardous waste and small appliances program. So we source everything here, palletize it, get it ready. This is part of the provincial EPR program. Yeah.
Right.
So you guys know about that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right. So, and we move lots of stuff through here, so.
Excellent.
We'll just decline that. So anyways, we ship out about 12, 14 pallets a week. It's really busy. It's incredibly busy. But you know what? It used to go in landfill.
Thank goodness it's there for the EPR program.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, the EPR program doesn't have a reuse component, so that's why I served at the board of directors at the RCBC, so trying to influence some change with the stewards. So I mean, we've had people standing right there, it's a prohibited area, and see a cable that they need for their computer,
To reuse.
and we can't. The program has got no reuse component. So, and they said, oh man, I'm down, I see your cable, I need... Sorry, bud.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
So sometimes the process can get too regimented, too restrictive.
Yeah.
And
Where are we headed now?
we're going over here.
Okay.
I had this like hour-and-a-half presentation, so
Oh, well, when we got to the ferry this morning and they said that it was a gentleman that had a heart attack. Yeah.
So this zone here, this is residual container.
Okay.
And so this is where we start pulling out our appliances. This is our staging area. Then we see if things are functioning, and then we move it over to the zero waste area.
Oh, I see.
Larger loads go on our tipping floor over here, and that's where our cardboard compactor is, and then that's where we do a lot of our sorting. You can't have a sustainable discard management program without human hands touching stuff. This automated nonsense, that's what's going to be the death of mankind. It's all going to be automated. We don't have to touch anything.
All right, let's get over to the glass pulverizer.
Oh yes, I know very, very long. So anyway, now because we've been here for 9 years, people are kind of used to doing what they have to do with recycling. So it's just recycling. And we find it is a real
Good morning.
Yep. Because if you look at a lot of
Mixed paper. Newspaper.
I don't understand.
Somewhat confusing.
So we're going to. This is our sort area for the glass and refundables.
Wow.
So the guys get everything prepped for us. And again, we source into colors. And the reason we do it into components this size, because we pull out a lot of reusable stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reusable bottles and glasses and jars. Refundables that sneak their way through. Sometimes they're dirty. So what we'll do is we'll segregate the dirty stuff and run it at the very end so we don't contaminate the clean stuff. And this is basically the processing area. So before I turn the machine on, I thought I'd just kind of give you the nuts and bolts of it here. So we dump in a hopper, whichever glass we're running. This is clear. And it basically runs it up. And you must understand
We saw the
machinery, so
we saw the YouTube video.
this is it's a hammer set up in here.
Yeah.
Runs it through I got a 3/6" minus screen, and then all that stuff broken up comes into the trommel here. It separates most of the paper. Some of it makes it through, but because we put stuff in water, it floats to the surface. We cream it off, and so we're running clear right now. And then this is where I inventory the clear. Brown. This is green.
This is really interesting.
And this is the dirty stuff that has food on it, or right. Yeah. But you know, just even for landscaping material, or adding
the rain's gonna wash it.
Yeah, or as an aggregate addition to concrete, right? So it's really, and all those containers are full back there. And I'm the one that's doing the running of the machine because I love machines, right?
What's a machine like this worth?
It's just under 30, I think, US. But and I've had a lot of people ask me about the equipment. It's like, well, where are you going to make your money to pay for it? I'm going to say, I'm not going to make money right now. We're going to save money. It's kind of like in the U.S., right? They're saying like slash the budget, increase taxation. Really, it's the best business model is to reduce unnecessary transportation, stuff being sent off to Rabenko, and so that's where the funding comes to run it. And then as you develop your local markets.
So how's it been for you in regards to developing local markets?
Well, here's our first. The local glass blower took some of our recycled product. That's 100% recycled green glass. 40%, and I think 30% there. And then we started making our glass business cards. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So here you go. You can have one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, cool.
Your glass.
Thank you.
Yeah. So.
Buddy, I'd like one. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is all out of recycled glass?
Yes. Yeah. And, so he's just experimenting. Did you get one? Go on.
Yeah, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, and this is a local glass blower in Langdale. So if you look at the traditional path the glass would travel, so he's Langdale, 4 minutes from here. He comes up, grabs some buckets, and so we're at the experimentation stage. We've been only operating since Earth Day.
Right.
So what ends up happening is he took it in there and ran the recycled glass through. We're trying it, and he's also taking some of our beer bottles. That's a beer bottle.
Oh yeah.
And what's his machine that he's using?
It's just a glass blower.
Just a glass blower.
Every community has glass blowers in it. And they have to go to Vancouver to get their feed stuff.
Just a kiln, and they
But
just put the material in.
A lot of the glass blowers I hear want new product. They want only new. They don't want the
If they're selling high-end stuff, sure. You know, if they're going after that lampshade for $1,500 market, yeah, you want that. But what about just regular
reused
things?
products.
Regular. If you're
Glass
going to be
tiles?
part of the solution, glass tiles.
Did you make these?
Yes. Yeah. Right down
So
Randolph.
who we got local that's glass blower? Do we know?
We have a couple of young artisans that are. I know.
Sort of getting-
I know
Right.
who the young artisans are. I don't know who the skilled.
Wouldn't take
Actually,
long
we
to
have-
find them.
We have two
at all.
older skilled ones that are out of the industry.
What time do you guys have to pull out of here?
In about 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, here I thought you guys were going to buy me beers at the pub.
Well, we can go. We can do that. We just need to go now.
Morning beers, nothing better.
We might buy you beers at the pub at the ferry if we miss
I'll
the
come up to
ferry.
Powell
And you
River.
come up. No, you
Yeah,
come
come
up
on
to
up to
Earl's
Powell River.
Cove. You have to sit there for 3 hours.
So, but in the operational model here, as I look at anything thrown out, is that if you don't have local glass blowers, maybe it's because you don't have any material for them to utilize. So sometimes it's a chicken and egg thing, and it really comes down to who's going to be the innovator to start creating the local markets. So.
Who's got a kiln? Who does pottery?
Right.
Well,
We could change the business model of like Cranberry pottery.
There's two potteries.
Cool.
There we go.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So just throw these on real quick, and I'll run. You probably want to see some run through it, right?
Oh, I think we all do. Thanks, buddy.
You need that over there?
Yeah, I'll
Some
throw them
glasses.
on.
Thank you.
Thanks. There you go. So I'll just kick this in hand. It's like a demo on speed here.
Okay, wait. I want to see.
Alrighty.
I gotta stand close to you so I can hear your voice.
Well, it's going to probably be loud, right?
Well, there's some loud components to it. It's a machine.
So you're throwing water in, eh?
I just do it for dust suppression. I guess I should have got glasses for myself. Labels all removed? No.
No.
99% labels. And I put this rubber in here as a noise suppressant, but also it helps slow the feed down. So I want to see what's going in. That way I can pull out anything that's not, or it's missed by the kids, right?
And there's
Right.
still lots of labels on there. That's okay?
Yeah. It's more, but you gotta understand, so the people in our community, they cleaned all this stuff.
Yeah.
And up to about a month ago, it was all going to the landfill.
Right.
Well, why clean it? So that's it. That's why I have a choke point here. And the loudest sound is just the glass.
Yeah. So it goes up. Okay. It goes around. And then, oh, here we go. So there's the label.
System like gravel.
And then there's the.
I want some. Yeah. That's exactly it. It's just that instead of rock, it's black. So that's just one of those tubs run through there. It takes about 45 seconds to a minute to run each one of those through.
Wow.
And I dump it into a hopper. It's that simple. But I don't think it's that loud myself.
No, it's not bad.
Not that loud.
It's not that bad.
If you've ever gone to any place that processes cardboard or paper, it's just as loud.
What is the market perspective of resale of the kind of the time and effort he's putting into working with this
Same
product?
thing, he's going to develop his own markets, right? He's already sold some, and so he's making demos. And this is the thing that I like about this being in the hands of capitalists is you're taking something that you don't have to buy, because if you want to have a retail store, you got to go buy your product. This is something people don't want, so we're just looking at it from that reverse logistics perspective, where we're saying, okay, well, if nothing exists, can we create something? It's just that simple.
Instead of going to the landfill.
Right.
So in regards to the final product, or at least how fine it is, with concrete, to what level do you crush it to? Like, I mean, you're giving them a powder?
We're probably going to do some pours here next week.
Yeah.
And we're just going to experiment. We're probably going to make some frame tiles.
Yeah.
So like concrete blocks, patio stones.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're just going to experiment with the grades. And that's why I've got all these things here.
Yeah.
So I can do my own sift thing, I'm just going to experiment, and it's kind of like what we did with our styrofoam where we're going right now. So any more questions about the glass area?
No, this is fascinating. Come on, buddy.
So, and here's
the label.
That's the label. So,
oh, cool.
And it takes the plastic off and the metal and all that kind of stuff.
But you can't, I mean, you can't recycle this now. This is trash.
We might try running a second cycle on this.
Oh.
So, who knows?
Fascinating. Really fascinating.
Because that paper could be turned into used paper.
Well, yeah.
Could you make
or even
remanufactured paper from paper discards?
I think so. So this is our styrofoam receiving area.
Okay, so.
So and you know all about this,
I
right?
love this section.
Right. Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. And so this is where we bale our plastic.
Okay. Yeah.
Now look at this, you guys. This is exciting.
Oh, wow. That's what it ends up as.
Right. This is the white styrofoam. We sell this for about $300 a ton.
You got to see this, Scott.
The market commodity value is $300 a ton.
For the white stuff?
It takes a lot to make a ton, I bet, though.
Bags.
Yes.
Lots of it.
Yes. About 50 bags like that to make one brick.
So this is the styrofoam, sorry?
Yeah, this is the styrofoam.
Yeah. So what happens is we've got markets for the white stuff, but we can't get markets for the meat trays and 8 grains. So same thing. We bought a flower pot and make our own molds.
Oh, that's what you were doing. I didn't
as
understand.
it comes out, it's extruded like a dog discard, and then it just kind of gets melded around.
Dog discard. I've never been called that.
Interesting.
So
hey, I'm live.
Each
recording.
each one of these is about, flower pots about 40-50 bags of egg cartons, food containers, right? So in your community, you take this and put it in an expensive bin, expensive trucking, onto a barge, into an intermodal destination point, the Banco, and that makes no sense to me.
1,100 kilometers.
Wow.
And we ship our trash.
How is that in keeping with zero waste, right? So a lot of things we're finding out in British Columbia, which is quite exciting for me to actually finally realize it. The whole zero waste sustainability thing is nothing but a branding tool for some, because we're saying, look how sustainable we are, but out the back door, you know, it's like a puppy mill. Anyways,
is that a helmet?
I think this might be warmed up. I'll see if I can run some here.
Is that a helmet? Looks like
it.
it.
Oh no. Sorry.
It looked like a helmet.
Of a helmet.
Yeah, it looked like a helmet.
We were just wondering what that was.
Oh yeah, well we were experimenting, right?
Yeah, okay.
So you want to just take a look inside here? So normally we have fans in here because it's a little humid, but it's just a hammer mill in there. And the hammer mill breaks it up to about a 1¾ inch minus. Okay. Runs through a screen and then goes down through into an auger. Yeah. And the auger shoves it out through a heating coil. Oh, okay. All this runs right through. How many more minutes? How many more seconds do we have?
Like 5 or 6 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
We do have time for a beer.
We do, because
Yeah, they're going south and we're going back north.
Vegas.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought you were kidding.
No.
We're heading to Vegas for 5 days. We're going to the largest real estate trade show in North America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've got a big BC presence this year.
Are you going to?
No, I'm not. Someone has to hold down the fort.
Leave the brains behind? So basically, these are all pre-sorted, right?
And what are you sorting it for? Density?
For the
color.
The pipe styrofoam.
Okay.
So you guys can stand out here if you want.
I want to see it.
It's going to come out right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And that's it. Yeah. Wow. So we make it into a mold, because it's easier to stack on a pallet. Yeah. We can put almost 1,000 pounds on a pallet. Or a ton, 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Right? So when our guys, we wear respirators to do this, but it's just to keep the dust and everything down. So he'll take this and put it into the mold and start shaping it into the brick shape like that, right? But again, this is in your landfill transfer station stuff. That's a lot of stuff to send to Washington State, right?
And you get $300 a ton.
Yes.
So just about 300 a pallet, almost.
Now, how much is this machine? How much was that one worth?
30,000.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, I need
Excuse me, buddy.
What's up, Wes?
I want to know if this is styrofoam or is it garbage?
What's that?
I want to know if this is styrofoam or garbage.
nice.
We can use
Okay, I gotta get away from the fumes here.
Just wanted to get Excuse me.
Oh, no problem.
No. It's only about 300 degrees.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have that deep billowing fume smell.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go over to composting, it looks like.
Yeah. So that means you got to.
Now we're going over to composting, I believe.
So now you're adding an extra. It has to be melted somewhere.
Yeah. And buying this from you?
West Coast plastic, blue planet.
Vancouver?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We get calls all the time.
So this is the styrofoam flower pot. You gotta look at this. Look at the flower pot.
Look at Dora.
Yeah, I brought my one from home. Oh, we just sold 3 to the Vancouver
I'm
housing.
ready to buy one. I'm ready.
You got money on you?
Well, not today, but I should have picked one up today.
You only got one left of it. Kept leaving. So this is from our house.
I'll send you a check if you let me take it home.
Sure.
Serious. You have one in a box right now?
Yep.
Like this?
Yeah.
So,
So you notice there's no smell or anything like that, and it's insulated. So you know this. So we ran this all winter long, and when you're breaking everything up into small chunks, like we had corn on the cob last night, so we just cut it with pruning shears, and that'll be gone in 3 days. You won't see it. So
the other side looks like that.
well, this is empty. We just dumped the dirt. So you cycle on this side for 4 weeks, close it off, and then you start cycling on this side for 4 weeks. That's 8 weeks total here, and it's dirt. So we just throw it right in the garden. And it's so simple, man. We got a black bear in our backyard, and it they can't get in, so they want things they can get into. So I thought I'd bring this up for you guys.
Excellent.
You lost it, eh? Your battery?
It's still hanging in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's still hanging in. So, but at this point, so here we are at the Gibsons Resource Recovery Center and the official Powell River site visit. Signing off.